What's the message to the guys, just knowing how close you are to what you've been talking about this whole time?
Yeah, just embrace it. We're not trying to hide or like minimize it. This is winning's fun. Putting yourself in opportunities to accomplish some cool things is a lot of fun, and making every time you win, you make these games more valuable, more important, and it doesn't mean that you change your approach, but I think having an understanding and a realization that like this is a cool position you put yourself in, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to do anything that would keep you from putting your best foot forward when you get these, because they're hard to get to. It's every year, when you're fortunate enough to get to this point, you realize that. And so, especially the way the game is now, there's so much parity right now in our game. And so, we're trying to embrace it, enjoy every moment, because it's gonna be over quick. And but this team is definitely embracing it right now.
How do you balance emphasizing how important the opportunity is versus not adding too much pressure on guys as they want to?
Yeah, I think there's a confidence from our staff of having a lot of people, not that we know it all, but a lot of us that have been there and been in the hunt and have been successful at it, a little bit. And so I think we have an approach with the guys that I think it's really that. Like, you understand it, let's don't miss it, but let's also lay out what we have to do well to take advantage of it. And it's putting a plan together and going out and executing it. And so we're confident in our approach, and yeah, we don't want it to make us tight. We don't want it to be something we overthink about. But again, you don't want to miss it. These opportunities are too hard to get.
How do you measure your success right now, aside from wins and losses?
I don't measure success. I come out and work, and I get the team as ready as I can each and every day and each and every week, and get our staff as ready as I possibly can. And there's times for reflection and kind of taking stock of all that, but that's typically after the year for me. You're in a dogfight every week. You're in a dogfight every day in this business, and so you wake up, you come up ready to fight and try to make the team better and get the team ready, and then you go to sleep and you get up and do it over again. And that's honestly just really what it feels like. And then there's definitely appropriate times, as things wind down, to take stock and really, over-evaluate. But right now it's just getting ready to play and take advantage of this opportunity.
It seems like Iowa has a dangerous return man. What do you see?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a good returner. He's had some success both in the kick return and punt return game, and has had here for a little while now. So now we'll have to do a really good job. He's aggressive about bringing the ball out. They do a good job schematically, trying to put him in position to make plays, and he's obviously done a good job of that. So both our coverage teams will definitely be tested.
Lincoln, you mentioned Friday wasn't the best night for the offensive line you guys have had. Where do you see kind of the cleanup areas going forward?
Yeah, we just weren't quite as sharp. We had a couple of kind of just routine miscommunications that we typically don't have. You're playing good teams. Like, you're gonna get beat every now and again. You're not all five guys are gonna win all five blocks every single time, but we got to be on the same page, and some of it were pretty routine things for us. So we got to clean that up. We just need to play a little bit sharper. There's just a few uncharacteristic mistakes that we made that, a few of them hurt us in that game. A couple of them we were able to get away with. But obviously, as it goes forward, we got to do better there.
Carlin Jones had 12 reps in the last game. Is he somebody that could maybe see a little bit more
work? Yes, he's trending. He's definitely trending. I think every week we get a little bit more confidence in him. And I think, honestly, he's just getting more confidence in himself. He had an injury earlier in the year and was able to really battle back from that quickly, showed a lot of toughness and grit to get behind it pretty quick. And at every game he plays, you see him starting to understand more and more, the level of competition and what we're asking him to do. And he's gone in there and he hasn't been hesitant, and he's made some plays. And so, he's, I think, definitely positioned himself to help us more now, and obviously bodes well for the future.
How have you seen Danton just handle kind of the in-season adjustments with this defense? And where would you say this defense kind of is in the trajectory that you envisioned for it this season?
Yeah, I think Danton and the whole staff have done a nice job. I think that's case in point. We haven't started fast, which we know we got to do a better job of, but we have been able to, get a lid on things pretty quickly, especially over the last few weeks. So I think, both Coach Lynn and the entire staff are communicating well. I think I could tell just listening on the headset that the majority of the staff has been together for a little while, and even like having Rob, where he and Denton have that history, like you feel there's a little bit more depth to it, which is obviously a good thing. So, yeah, I mean, we're playing well. I feel like we've done a good job of when leaks have sprung, we've been able to get them closed pretty quickly, and I think our players have taken to the adjustments as well, which has been huge. So obviously we got some big tests coming up, but no, I'm excited about the way we're progressing right now.
Coach, how do you keep the team grounded this week in Iowa when you have that matchup in Eugene very soon?
It's USC, Iowa. It's two really good programs. It's not hard to keep them grounded right now. All our focus is on this. Every one of these games they all matter a lot. We understand that, and so no, this is a big boy game, big time opportunity. It's honestly not very hard right now.
I know we want to.
Have you heard at all from the Big Ten outside of the statement that was released, and do you have any thoughts on the rule that was cited in that statement?
I can't believe it got to this many questions. I do have thoughts. We're very aware of the rules. I referenced it a little bit on the show yesterday. The fake punt was entirely legal. Our guys did a fantastic job executing it, and there's not really a whole lot else left to say.
Let's do one more.
What stands out?
About the 6-game schedule, is there getting an extra day after the Friday game? Is there a bonus at this point in the season?
Well, that part of it, yeah. If you're able to win it, and then sure, having the extra day, you can tell for our guys right now. They needed it after that stretch, but we got some of the normal just bumps and bruises right now, and we probably, a few of those guys were able to do a little bit more today on a Tuesday than maybe they would have done if that happened on Saturday, with the extra 24 hours. So no, that's been helpful. We were able to overcome it and making it, hopefully an advantage for us this week.